Introduction. They often say that any catamaran looks like paradise when it's at anchor. Wide cockpits, large refrigerators, luxurious owner cabins, and perfect sunset photos. But when you're actually living on a boat for months or years, everything starts to change. That's when you realize that the best boat isn't the one that looks the biggest or prettiest in the harbor, but the one that still performs well when it has to carry water, fuel, batteries, solar panels, food, tools, and your entire life. So when the dream becomes daily life, which catamarans are actually worth living on long-term under 50 feet, let's start with the first boat on this list. Top 7. Lagoon 42. The Lagoon 42 is often regarded as one of the most balanced catamarans ever produced in the under 50-foot segment, and that balance is exactly what makes it special. At about 13 meters long and with a moderate weight for its size, this boat is large enough to feel like a real home at sea, but light enough not to lose its agile handling. Its sail plan isn't about explosive performance, but rather calculated to keep the boat stable and easy to control, especially for sailors cruising with just 1 or 2 people. The mast is set further aft, the control lines are led straight to the helm, and a self-tacking jib setup makes handling less stressful on long trips. Inside, the living space is well organized with comfortable headroom and a cabin layout that makes the boat feel larger than its actual size. More importantly, this design improved many weaknesses of previous generations, particularly reducing bridge deck slamming at sea. And what makes many people choose the Lagoon 42 isn't just the boat itself, but the brand's massive support network, which offers peace of mind when you're truly living aboard. But is a boat so focused on balance the best choice for those who want a more engaging feel at the helm? Top 6. Nautatech 44 Open. If the Lagoon 42 was designed for comfort and ease of control, the Nautatech 44 Open targets a completely different crowd, those who really want to feel their boat as it moves. Significantly lighter than many catamarans of the same size, and with a large sail area, this boat has an impressive sail-to-weight ratio, which helps it respond faster to the wind and provides a more vivid steering feel. Its bridge deck clearance is also much higher than average, which might not seem important in marketing photos, but becomes a crucial factor when sailing in heavy seas, because it significantly reduces those uncomfortable slams at night. Nautatech also retains the dual aft helm position design with a direct mechanical steering system, which provides very clear feedback from the rudder to the helmsman. For many true sailors, this is the feeling that makes handling a catamaran enjoyable. However, this design comes with certain trade-offs. The helm positions are more exposed in bad weather, and observing the entire bow when docking can be harder than with center-focused designs. To compensate, Nautatech focuses more on practicality, with foam core materials that reduce the long-term risk of water absorption and a dedicated technical space to house all the equipment necessary for life at sea. But if a boat is designed for pure driving feel, can it compete with catamarans designed like floating homes? Top 5. Bali 4.6. The Bali 4.6 follows a completely different philosophy compared to many other catamarans on this list. Instead of trying to balance performance and living space, this boat places almost its entire focus on the living experience. As soon as you step onto a Bali 4.6, the first thing you notice is how the space is completely open between the cockpit and the saloon, creating one large, continuous living area like a floating apartment. The rear bulkhead can be raised like a large garage door, connecting the entire interior space with the exterior. The total living area of this boat reaches nearly 100 square meters, an extremely impressive figure for a catamaran under 50 feet. Bali also completely eliminated the front trampoline net and replaced it with a solid deck, which both increases usable area and reduces one of the parts most prone to wear and tear on a catamaran over time. Storage systems are also designed for long-term living, with very large capacity refrigerators and large fuel and water tanks that reduce the need for frequent docking. However, all that space comes with a clear price. When the boat is fully loaded, the weight increases significantly, making performance in light winds slower than many competitors. So if you had to choose between a faster sailing boat and one that provides a more comfortable life every day, what would you choose? Top 4. Leopard 45. The Leopard 45 is one of the catamarans with the most impressive, real-world cruising track records in this segment. Hundreds of boats have completed long voyages and even circumnavigations, which means its reputation is based not just on advertising, but on the actual experience of users. With a design that balances durability, sailing performance, and living space, the Leopard 45 provides a sense of reliability when facing long ocean passages. The relatively large sail area helps the boat maintain good movement when the wind drops, while the hull structure is designed to withstand harsh sea conditions. One of the most prominent features of the Leopard is the forward cockpit door, a detail that initially looks like a design element but completely changes how air flows through the boat and how people move between areas. In hot climates, the breeze flowing through the saloon and cabins can make a huge difference in comfort. Additionally, placing the engine rooms aft of the living quarters significantly reduces noise in the cabins, a small detail that directly affects daily quality of life. Even so, the Leopard 45 is not entirely perfect, as some owners have reported structural issues in certain production batches, forcing the manufacturer to improve their processes. But when a boat has proven itself over thousands of nautical miles, is that reputation enough to put it higher on the list? Top 3. Lagoon 46. The Lagoon 46 is a clear testament to why the Lagoon brand has dominated the catamaran market for many years. This is a large boat for the under 50-foot segment, with a wide beam, massive storage space, and enough fuel and water capacity to support long journeys without relying on marinas. As soon as you step on deck, you can feel its scale, from the spacious flybridge to cabins that are almost the size of bedrooms in an apartment. One of the biggest advantages of the Lagoon 46 is its storage capacity, which seems minor but is extremely important for long-term life at sea. When everything from food, spare parts, and chains to diving gear must have a place, storage space becomes the deciding factor. The Lagoon 46 also carries a very large amount of fuel, which significantly increases range when motoring in light wind conditions. However, the large size and high flybridge also create more weight and wind resistance, making the boat more about comfort than pure sailing performance. But for many people living on a boat, the important question is not how fast the boat is, but how easily it can support daily life. And that is exactly why the Lagoon 46 is always among the most popular choices. Top 2. Leopard 46. The Leopard 46 marks a distinct shift in how modern catamarans are designed for long-term life at sea. Beyond its large size and strong sailing performance, what sets this boat apart is its energy system. Its hybrid version uses electric motors combined with lithium battery banks and generators, allowing the boat to both move and regenerate electricity when the propellers spin while sailing. This opens up the possibility of almost energy-autonomous operation in many different conditions. Separate battery systems increase safety and redundancy, while large solar panels provide additional power for all systems on board. This is particularly important as modern life at sea increasingly relies on electricity for refrigerators, electronics, water systems, and many other amenities. The Leopard 46 still retains the brand's traditional DNA with strong seaworthiness, good ventilation, and a practical layout. This is not just a large catamaran, but also a mobile energy platform. But as technology continues to evolve, which boat can perfectly balance performance, living space, and long-term autonomy? Top 1. Fountaine Pajot Tana 47. The Tana 47 is often considered the most well-rounded catamaran under 50 feet, not because it completely excels in any single category, but because it has almost no major weaknesses. With a size large enough to feel solid, yet light enough to maintain good sailing performance, This boat sits right in the sweet spot between handling capability and long-term living. A powerful sail area helps it maintain a steady speed, while the hull and bow design are optimized to reduce drag. One of the Tana 47's greatest strengths is its energy autonomy, with a high-capacity integrated solar panel system right on the cabin roof. This allows the boat to run many electrical systems without relying too much on a generator. Fuel and water capacities are also large enough to support long journeys, while the U-shaped galley is designed like a real working kitchen, suitable for cooking even when the boat is underway. The helm station is also separated between the steering area and the line handling area, reducing chaos during maneuvers in high winds. All these factors combine to create a catamaran that is not only beautiful, but also calculated for real life at sea, where every small detail affects the daily experience. And those are the catamarans under 50 feet that many consider most suitable for long-term life at sea. But there is a truth that many only realize after living on a boat for a while. The best catamaran is not the one that makes the strongest impression in the harbor, but the one that still performs well after storms, long voyages, and months of actual living. If you found this list helpful, remember to subscribe to the channel and like the video so you don't miss future content.